Good morning, everyone. In this very special occasion, I would like to share and deliver our uh, paper based on our research entitled Enhancing Smartphone Implementation Toward the Data Governance and Human Resource Development in Tanjung Perak, Surabaya, Indonesia case. This is a very comprehensive study based on, and I am Irma Mawati from Pasundan University, and I am also the fellow from the International University Malaysia. As we know that Indonesia is a world largest archipelagic nation, Indonesia holds a strategic position in the global maritime routes with the 40% of world shipping to passing its water. And however, this maritime potential remains the Indonesia's position. And until now, Indonesia says still have an inefficiency and digital transformation imperative with the Internet of Things, AI analytic, and blockchain security system. And the urgency of digital transformation in Indonesia port has intensified the post-academic era as supply chain relations, and we have also the critical research gap such as regulatory barriers, data government deficiency, and methodological limitation. In the existing study, and identify and the research question, we have three about the data governance impact, workforce readiness, and regulatory innovation. And we have what the policy architecture is required for the progressive implementation, also how the workforce readiness affect the implementation sustainability when, and what are measurable impact on dwelling time and uh, productivity based on the data governance strategies and the technology integration of influence operational efficiency. And research objective, we have the operational efficiency for the regulatory framework, workforce assessment, and policy model development. And the research methodology employs a sequential explanatory mixed method approach conducted at two major terminals operator, PT Terminal Peti Kemas, and then the PT Terminal Peti Kemas Surabaya, which have implemented innovative port technologies including the TBS or Terminal Data System, and the data collection we have for the 48 worker across various operational level, and we have also the in-depth interview with port management, executive terminal operators, and the technology implementation teams using purposive sampling. And the dramatic efficiency gains, we have the uh, 50 reduction that the TBS or terminal booking system as the one of the uh, smart port implementation uh, is the reduction dwelling time for 4 days to 2 or 3 days, and then we have efficiency improvement. And the pace of the implementation strategy, they have pilot site selection for the Peti Kemas uh, at Teluk Lamong and Terminal Peti Kemas Surabaya. And the resource concentration with the focus allocation of technology, training, and management support, and the stakeholder engagement for the with custom tracking companies and terminal operator. And we have also risk management. Uh, From the international benchmarking, we have particularly learning for Singapore port management practices that demonstrates awareness of global practice while adapting the local context. And the data governance gaps, we have the critical finding that TPS effectiveness depend on the accurate, timely data integration across the multiple system. Neither the interview nor survey data indicate the explicit attention to the government policies and Tanjung Perak. As for digitalization, they have incorporated with the blockchains, AI-driven, the predictive analytic, and automated decision system. And the what is the paradox? Uh, we have the operational success, but we have also the training gap for the respondent. We have that despite more than 50% identifying advanced technology training analytic as their primary capacity building needs. This represents a severe misalignment between recognized skill requirement and ability of the training program, threatening the sustainability of port transportation. And we have also worker experience improvement until 39%, also with the working hour improvement, and reduce the workload until the 58.3%, and more regulatory scheduling. The technology adoption improve the well-being worker, and but we have some problem with the global certification gap, since only 4% workers smartport technical uh, certification, and in another countries almost they have post certification rate in advanced technology readiness. Indonesia lags significantly behind global standard, and we have also the training needs for the advanced technology, soft skill, and leadership in an international convention. And regulatory sandbox, we have the successful phase implementation at the Tanjung Perak provide an empirical foundation for adapting regulatory sandbox in Tanjung Lamong to port digitalization. And we have the limited scope experimental in pilot terminals, evidence generation, risk management, and national scaling. And we have to retire a policy architect with the immediate priority, medium-term priority, and long-term priority. And the regulatory sandbox framework should include the explicit requirement. And the key research finding is the operational efficiency, workforce capacity, and regulation innovation. And the Tanjung Perak case demonstrates that the smart port transformation in developing countries cannot simply replicate advanced economy models, but must adopt to distinct institutional, infrastructure, and capacity contexts. The successful phase multi-terminal implementation over a replicable model for Indonesian numerous ports at the varying stages at development. That's all for my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.